I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Joanne.
Thank you so much. So without much ado, I really want to get into the presentation, and we are sharing about Start and Improve Your Business. It's one of the largest business management programs in the world. And after returning from Nigeria, where I've been pursuing a master trainer's course, I felt like I needed to share this even before the year ends because it's great information. So my goal today is to share with you about the SYB program. And if I fail to do that, at least to keep you awake. So that is the goal for my session today. So without much ado, I'll just get into the presentation. But please feel free to type in your questions or any comments that you have about the SYB program. And if I fail to do that, what is Wow, I don't know why I have an echo, but that should be sorted out, okay? So let me just get into the presentation right away so that we can get going. Thank you for joining us today. Let me know if you can see the slides so that I am sure. Are you able to see the slides?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, so this program is called Start and Improve Your Business. And I just will take you through a bit of history and actually the goal of this particular program. Like you can see, we have ILO here, International Labour Organization. So definitely this is one of the UN agencies. And then you would want to know why this particular program at this particular time of the year. And not just this particular time, is that this has been quite around for decades, maybe 3 to even 4 decades already. So let me just start with the objective, the development objective of this particular program, which is to contribute to private sector development, economic growth, and employment creation. That is the goal of this program. So if you know ILO, you know that it's one of the UN agencies and they are concerned about decent work. So one of their products, one of the many things that they do is the SYBs. One of their products is they are trying to help nations to create jobs, to contribute to economic growth and all that. And that's why this program was established. So you could quote unquote say it's one of the products of ILO, International Labour Organization. And then the immediate objectives is to strengthen the capacity of local businesses, development organizations. So if you're an organization, they would like to strengthen your capacity. If you're an individual, they would also like to strengthen your capacity so that they can provide cost-effective quality startup and management training courses for small, medium-sized enterprises. So if you're an individual, if you're a company, if you're a business, this program is actually for you. So as a result, the IYB, which is Start and Improve Your Business Training, is to enable small, medium-sized enterprises to start and grow their own enterprises and create employment for you and others in the process. So that's why this is paramount, because we know the rate of unemployment is quite high. I must say that when I went for this course, I was quite surprised that many of the participants were retirees. So you can imagine people who had retired, but now wanted to acquire skills in how they can train people to run effective businesses, but also to improve their businesses. So its use case is really, it's quite large. So regardless of where you are in the spectrum, maybe at this point, I would like to perhaps just find out who is here so that I can tailor the presentation to the age group that is here. I know it may be a mixture, but nonetheless, I could just see who is here in terms of age group so that the examples are more relevant. Yes, thank you. Oh, I like that. I like the 36 to 45. Let me know which age group is here. Okay. 36 to 45, 46 to 60. Okay. Oh, okay. Are we all answered? We are only at 52, 56%. Let's see. Wow, I love the 61. So yeah, I was with so many people who are 60s and above in the master trainer. So you're in the right place. Yes. We are at 68%, 72%. Okay, but 26 to 35, yes. I have one person in that age group. So it seems people around my age group. I can see something coming in the chat. Does it mean they are not in this age group, so they are below 16? Okay, somebody saying for between 50 and 57. Okay, let me see. Is the poll still there, or did it go off? Let's see, it's still on. Okay, anyone else? We have, can we have one person just vote? Just vote, click on the vote so that we can have at least 20 people respond to this poll. Okay, fantastic. So fantastic. Yes, okay, this is great to know. So we have, let me end the poll and can share the results and we see who is here. Can you see the results? Hello? Can you see the results or not yet?
Not yet.
Yes, we are seeing the results.
Yes, we can
The
see.
results are there.
Okay, results are there. So the results don't lie. So we have two people, that's 10%. They're in the age group of 26 to 35. So yeah, we have some samples relevant to that age group. We have 40%, that's who are between 36 and 45. And then we have the majority in my age group, 46 to 60. Here on the call, and then we have one person. Yeah, so that is great. So it's great to know who is in this call. And so let's just begin with a bit of history, because it's always good to know where all this started from. So it's good to join programs which have histories, yeah, because many times we join things which have slides only, but not really proper history. But yeah, but we want to say that this program started long ago in 1970s by the Swedish employers, and what they were up to was just to look after their farms or look after their businesses, if you like. But then ILO realized that this was actually a beneficial program. So in 1977, they kind of adapted it and used it to support small-scale entrepreneurs in developing countries. And then in the 90s, it became Start and Improve Your Business. It became Start Your Business training package, and it was started in Fiji. I want to say I was with somebody from Fiji, and interestingly, in Fiji, this program is part of a government program. So the government just adopted this whole program, and they deliver this program across Fiji. So it's not paid for, it's paid for by the government. So I was with one of the trainers becoming a master trainer. So it's very interesting that Fiji and many of the Pacific countries, the SYB program is part of government programs. So here it's ILO, and some of us who are like franchise, if we like, we're like franchise of the ILO, trying to disseminate this information. So in 1998, it became, they felt like, yeah, you can start your business, but sometimes we do businesses without clear ideas. So then they looked back and said, okay, yes, you can start your business, but is the idea right? So then they came up with generate your business idea. So you can already see that there's some kind of pattern, yeah? And that was done in South and Eastern Africa. In 1999, the SYB became the SYB training became the SYB program. So it's a program. So it's long-term. It's not a project. It's not going to be for a short while and go away, but it's going to be there for quite a while. In 2003, then they said, after generate your business idea, after start your business, after improve your business, they felt like there's some businesses which had already passed this phase and so needed to expand. So growth-oriented businesses are not left out. So if you feel like you need to grow, you've already started, you've generated your idea, and the business is going on well, but you do not know what you need to do in order to expand, this program can also support you. And there is a module for you called Expand Your Business Program. And I'm so glad that I'm also a trainer in this particular package, which is Expand Your Business. And it has so many great strategies of what people and what businesses can do to expand their business. 2007, the training center. So ILO has like I said, this is one of the largest business management training programs in the world. So the training center is based in Turin, in Italy. So while it is there, it's not quite affordable for everyone to go to Italy in Turin. And so there are people like us who are there to help you, same quality, help you, train you, even within our developing countries. So, and I want to say that one of the largest beneficiaries of the SYB program is China. You can't believe, but in China, they have a big training center where most of the businesses actually go there to pass through this particular program. So it's something that is being used globally, and China is one of the largest beneficiaries with I think millions and millions of businesses have gone through this particular program. 2014, new material was developed, and I just want to say that this program, every day, the material is being adapted and improved for the benefits of people who use it. And there is an M&E database and a follow-up system. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's not a course that you do and then you stop there, but there are follow-up mechanisms, which is lacking in quite a number of courses or trainings that we do. So, and then in 2019, with the onset of COVID, it also went E. So there's EYE. So those who cannot attend physically can also join online. So there's the E version, and I will be with my master trainers and master trainer developers will be also conducting some of this so that we are not limited by geography. Then also post-COVID came the digitize your business, because we realized during COVID that you can actually do business online and all that, but how can you do it systematically? So there's also a training package which says digitize your business, and it's at pilot stage. I'm so glad that I also went through this, so I have that material. So if you want to digitize your business, it's also something that you can have. Not only digitize, you can also green your business. So there's GYB, green your business. So how can we be more environmentally responsive to our world? So while we're learning, we understood that now we have already gone 5 decades into the future. So we have eaten resources of 5 generations now. So generally, GYB would be a critical training program to also invest in for any businesses that cares about the environment. So that is a bit of history about this particular program. And I just want to talk a bit more about the product family, what is involved, so that we get to understand it a bit more. So please feel free to be putting in the chat some questions and comments. So when we look at this chart, we're looking at enterprise growth against time. This is what we have in terms of modules. So again, this is a program that has modules. So it's not just flat slides here and there, but it takes people systematically. So that's why we say it's from startup to expansion. So if you are just wanting to generate a business idea, GYB is for you, so that you come up with an idea that is viable. Because we have so many ideas, but do they make business sense? Will they make you profit? So this particular module will help you with that. The next one is start your business. Start your business means you start on the right footing. And one of the critical things that is gained from start your business is the business plan, for you to be able to develop a business plan. And if you've been looking at the age group, I think we kind of know what a business plan is, but you need to do it well. And doesn't leave you at just starting and having a business plan, but also improving the different business processes. For example, one of the key things that disturbs businesses is pricing and costing, or even productivity and people management. The other one is cash flow management. So, all this IYB has those components that help. Another thing that disturbs business is marketing. How do you market? For example, this is one of the strategies I've decided to choose to do an info day to create an awareness about the program before I can even sell anything. Because how do you sell something to people who do not even know what you're talking about. So marketing also is one of the things that is taught in the IYB. Then expand your business. That's how you've gone through generate your business idea. You've gone through start your business, improve your business with the different practices and processes, systems, and all that. Then perhaps you now want to expand. So you can really see that it's a modular kind of training program, which really covers all the aspects of a business. So you can just see the definitions down there. So generate your business idea, start your business, improve your business, and expand your business. But this program has not been without challenges, with so many people wanting to adapt it here and there. And so it's actually possible to adapt this material to suit the context. For example, if you're working in tourism, you can adapt all this for the tourism sector. You can adapt it to the construction or grassroots or circular economy, which I was talking about, greening, productivity and employment. So it's also possible to be able to adapt this program to the respective sectors. Again, more about this particular program. You can see really at the beginning, it's more of necessity, informality, when you're joining. So GYB and SYB is for those businesses just starting, not quite sure about what they are doing, but very keen about growing and becoming stronger and sustaining businesses. So necessity and informality at the beginning, but as you go ahead, it becomes an opportunity. And I would like everyone here to look at this as an opportunity for you to grow, perhaps as an individual or even as a company or as a business provider, service provider, because there's also opportunity to partner as an organization or as a company with the ILO to deliver this kind. So many things, so many adaptations and all that, but at the end of the day, it was agreed that the critical, so when you see this different coloring here and that, is different countries, different programs, we're trying to adapt the materials to suit their particular country context and all that. Like you can see this one, SYB level 1 in West Africa. They felt like maybe what was being provided was not very suitable, but at the end of the day, everybody agreed that GYB, SYB, and IYB and EYB are the standard materials that can actually be used across any geography. So, and for those who cannot really use this material, or because one of the conditions is that at least somebody should be able to calculate, do simple calculations, and should be able to read and write in English. Communities, some people may not be able to read and write, and so there is a program, Get Ahead, that they can actually use. So you can see it has gone through a lot of adaptations. It also takes care of the literacy level and all that, and people adapt it here and there, but generally the standard program consists of GYB, SYB, IYB, and EYB, plus digitize your business, green your business, those different components that can actually strengthen improving your business or can actually strengthen the expansion phase of your business. I just love this program because of its clear delivery model. So sometimes things are not very clear. You do not know where things are starting from and where they are going to end, but this really has a very clear delivery. So at the top level, we have master trainer developers. So we call this MTDs. So these train MTs, so the master trainer. So when you saw my sign in, I put the MT. So I'm a master trainer, and master trainers train trainers, and trainers train existing entrepreneurs. So you can see that there is a delivery model. There is a kind of a hierarchy, if you like, hierarchy. So where do I start from? So you can start as a business, just learning this information, or you can become a trainer, you can become a master trainer like I'm doing, and you can become also a master trainer developer after doing quite a number of stuff. But to give you some hope is that I started this program last year, that is 2023 in May. So you can see that. And why I joined this program was that I ran a business, I ran a consultancy company. And I just wanted to make sure that I run my business well. So I went for this training and said, okay, if I can improve my business, that means I can also train others. So I trained as a trainer in May 2023, but then this year in November, I was able to progress and become a master trainer. And so I'm even eyeing this master trainer developer, but it requires me doing a lot of work, which I am committed to do, because we don't really have a lot of master trainers in Uganda or even East Africa. So it's quite a lot of work for you to do, but it's possible. But the most important thing is that it provides you opportunity to improve your business, to help others, and you can even look at it as a source of full-time employment. If you look at our flyer, we will be sharing our flyer later on, you will really see that there's some people who have gone full-time in running the Start and Improve Your Business program. So that is the delivery model, very straightforward, no tricks here and there, and you can really see its global outreach. So this is not the latest information, but at least it's something that we can look at. At 2020, we have 100 plus countries using Start and Improve Your Business program. We have 10,900 partner organizations. So you can become a partner organization. So they are individuals, but they're also partner organizations who can be licensed to actually also deliver this particular program. 400 plus master trainers. I'm happy to report that I'm among that plus inside there. And then 55,000 trainers globally, entrepreneurs that have been trained at 23.7 million. These figures have definitely changed as we talk about 2024. New businesses and jobs created. Like we said, ILO is about decent work, is about creating jobs, it's about economic development and all that. And how do you do that? Is by creating things that will help people actually run businesses that are sustainable businesses that can actually improve the livelihoods of everyone. A bit of statistics, like I said, China, it has a lot of master trainers, it has trainers, the number of people who have gone through the training. So it's big time. It's something that is being used everywhere. So these are the modules that are there in the program. There's the generate business idea, and the end goal is for you to have a viable business idea. So having a viable business idea means they'll take you through a process of looking at different ideas, but then at the end of the day, you'll have to zero down onto that idea that will actually make business sense. So this is this whole module. And the beauty with this, it's material based. What does material based mean? It means there are manuals. So if you're a trainer, there are training guides for the trainer, and then there are also materials for the participants. So I love one of my entrepreneurs whom I trained. She just was telling me, I moved with the books you gave me, because she went through GYB, SYB, and I think now we are moving on to Improve Your Business now that she has been implementing this for quite a while. Joy, I do not know whether you're on the call, but if you are there, it would be nice to hear from you. I know she has a function today, so she may not be able to join, but she says she moves with these two books in her business. So she develops diapers, reusable diapers. So quite interesting business, reusable, because we are in the era of trying to preserve the environment. So if we can have reusable diapers, that is critical. So I really love Joy's business. So she came up with the idea, she has implemented the idea, she has registered her business. Now she may need to improve some of the aspects of her business. It could be, like you can see the different sections within Improve Your Business. It could be buying and stock control. It could be marketing. Like I said, marketing is critical. It's challenging for many businesses to market. Hosting, and I really enjoyed a session on marketing when we are looking at the expand your business. Is that many times when you're marketing, you do not know how you are affecting the customer that you are marketing to. So you need to know how does what can actually convince this customer to buy this particular product or this particular service. So there are quite tools and strategies. So when you see us signing up for things like this, there are some people who have thought about what can I say so that people can log in and actually buy this particular product or service. So this is covered within the IYB and Expand Your Program. Costing is a big thing. Many times when you look at businesses, they think they are making money, but when you go into costing and pricing, they realize that they are doing charity. And this is not good for business because you cannot last long if you're running a charity, pretending that or thinking that it's a business. Record keeping is also another area. So all these have manuals to teach you step by step of how can you record better. How can you plan your business? How can you manage people? Another aspect is people and productivity. I think this is also a critical area in Uganda, whether you're running a farm. I run a farm, so sometimes I'm like, oh, should I just shut down this farm because I don't see what I am doing there. Actually, one time I went for a consultation because I was like, I don't see where my money went. So I went for a business clinic, and they were trying to diagnose my problem, and the person, the doctor, the business doctor, told me, you know what, you're not running a business, you're running it's just a passion, you just love farming, but this telephone farming thing is not working, and that's where your money is disappearing because you're not really paying a lot of effort into what they farm, and perhaps maybe you don't even have the right people. I may also not be the right person for farming. So yeah, so it was quite revealing. And so going through this program, it's also helping me rethink some of the enterprises that I have so that I can actually run them more professionally. And expand your business. This is really for growth-oriented businesses who want to grow but do not know how do I grow. Do I grow? Is it marketing that is going to help me? How do I capture maybe a larger market? Is it about market penetration? Is it about product development? What is it? What is it that I need to, or is it a combination? And so the expand your business module will actually help you to do that. So it's a modular thing, and in between there, we have the green your business. I told you about it. We have the digitize your business, so you get to know. And one of the things that I also in that training was like, yes, I think I need to do a bit more about digitizing my business, but how do I do that? And so I feel so confident that I have everything that I need. So I'll be looking for someone to actually support my how I can actually digitize my business so that I can have a wider reach. Because now we are just between 34 and 35 here, but if I digitize my business, perhaps there will be thousands of people on this call. But how do I get there? It's something that I now have, and I would really love that you can also have in your businesses or help potential entrepreneurs. Like I said, this program has guides. It is not short of guides. I think the problem is reading. The problem, the culture of reading. So, but everything you need is there. So it's not a program of just slides and then the slides are lost. There are manuals, soft and hard copy manuals. There is a so if you are a trainer, you will have the trainer's guide and you will have all the manuals. There are even session plans or lessons plans, if you like, session plans. So everything is well done. So everything is well done, systematically done there. So the SYB implementation guide is really kind of the Bible. If you have this and you follow it step by step, then you are good to go. Courses executing the SYB. This I talked about the International Training Center, which is in Turin, Italy, and we cannot all go to Italy for this training. It would be so expensive, and that's why some of us are here to be able to help. SYB training provider sustainability. Everything is quite designed. There's also a gateway where we report the work that we do, because like I said, the goal of ILO is to create jobs. Decent jobs, not just jobs, but decent jobs. And so we have also a portal where different information is captured. So properly, well-managed M&E system. If there's any reason that you should choose SYB, these are some of the reasons, but I would actually want to hear from you. after going through a few, let me see how many minutes. 30 minutes, fantastic. I love how I'm managing time, because then we shall have enough time to have Q&A. So reasons is that the quality, the proven impact of this particular program. When you see that many of these big countries like China taking this SYB serious, you know what it means, and you know what China has done in the world. For them, they have a big center where all this training happens. And I am really hoping that next year I can go to China and see with my face what is actually happening there in this SYB training center in China, and maybe also visit Turin in Italy and see what's happening there. So the quality training, this quality training because of the modular kind of system, because of the resources that are available, because of the clear delivery structure, the delivery structure model, if you like. Modular setup of the course, short duration. So instead, we're like, oh my God, this is like a mini MBA, in 2 weeks. Very impactful, very hands-on. And they have also developed business modules. So business games, so that you're able to practice some of this concept in a risk-free environment. And we're able to go through some of the games. And the games were so challenging. And I was like, oh, if a game can challenge, now how can a business actually manage this? So a very short duration. So between 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week, you've actually got some hands-on skills that you can translate and that you can actually apply. Material-based training. So materials are there. You're not going to bother yourself, oh, now I need to develop this material, I have to come up with this slide. Yours is about being able to assess your participants, like people who register to attend your program, is to see what are their needs, what kind of training program can I design, because you go through all that. How do you select participants? How do you design a training program that will meet their needs? And how do you also be honest if you see that somebody actually may not benefit from this program? That honesty is also encouraged in this particular program, and then perhaps this program may not be good for you because perhaps maybe you cannot calculate simple mathematics calculations, or you cannot speak and read in English. Maybe that program may not, or you may not even have the passion. You know, these days we are looking for what to do and land on this and like, I think I can do this, but you're not passionate about helping others. So it may be a trick. So with this, we as trainers, as master trainers and master trainer developers, we are taught to how we can make sure that those who deserve and those whose needs we can meet actually go through the program. So it's not just really for anyone. So like I said, it's a mini master, a mini MBA in just a few weeks. So those low-cost training, I must say, well-organized M&E system, so very clear requirements for kind of records, because at the end of the day, we are contributing to private sector development, poverty elevation, if you like, employment opportunities, and job creation. So I'm really hoping that since I went for the SYB, and I know some of my friends are here, we've already been talking, how can we collaborate? And it is now part of me saying, how can I create more jobs for others? So it's not just about me, but how can I genuinely create more jobs by working with others and all that. Intensive follow-up training. So after going through the training, you saw the delivery module. So you need to go through that if you have to really benefit. So very, very high customer satisfaction rate. But specifically for you as a person or as an institution, really, if you're care about enterprise development, if you're care about poverty elevation through employment creation and generation, I like the creating. Create for yourself, create for others, create for the country, create for your community. Yeah, this is a great thing. So I'm even thinking parents who have children doing MBA, doing business administration and these business-related courses, it would be very good for them to actually go through this particular hands-on course so that they can actually come up with tangible things that they can apply in the field. There is really maximum return on your investment, no doubt about that, and generally increase your image and reputation reputation, because next year when I come back and I say, I've been in China, can you come and you listen to what I will be logging in to see? So the image and reputation. And if you look at the testimonies, which we have, many people were so mesmerized by the ability for this program to help them travel, just even within Uganda. Some people had never crossed, maybe crossed Karuma or gone to Kawale or gone to Arua or things like that. But with this program, there is that opportunity. So the people who are very happy about what the program has been able to do. Not that they have only traveled in Uganda, some have gone to East Africa, some have gone to even further parts of the world. I know there are some master trainers on this call who have been to Singapore, who have been to Sri Lanka and all that. So it's really a great program for you to be investing in. Then for credit societies and banks, for example, I was wondering how can this help already very established enterprises, for example, like banks. And one of the things that one person shared in the training was what he did. He went to Bankers Association and said, you know what, give me everybody on your bad debt, your loan book, bad debts. If you give me this amount of money and I help this business improve their business processes and all that, and they pay back their loan, this is my card. They said, really? You can recover this loan? Like, yes, because I think I know why the businesses you've given money are not able to pay. And they're like, please go ahead. And he was able to do loan recovery for banks for things that they had really almost written off. So its use cases is unlimited. It's just for you to think about how can I use this information, say in a business setting, in my personal business, or also as a trainer. Like you, people who know me, you know I love training, I love sharing. So for me, I'm using it for helping to grow my business, but also to help others, train them so that they can acquire these skills and also do the same for entrepreneurs, because we need critical mass to be able to help the businesses. You see, we know the high mortality rate we have for businesses. So that is about it. This is the flyer that we already have. I just wanted to make sure that we go through the info session so you get to understand a bit more about what it is. Then we do some Q&A, and then if you're interested, we are really happy to journey with you. Come March next year, we making sure that you enjoy your Christmas, but think about this program and how you can potentially invest in it so that come March, you are able to enroll, participate in the program, and become a trainer. Train other potential entrepreneurs, train existing entrepreneurs, and perhaps also climb the ladder like I have done. Master trainer, and then perhaps also reach the master trainer developer. Like I said, it has a very clear delivery model. So at this point, I would like to pause briefly and just check before I say thank you, and just check whether there are any questions or any comments. I know I have some colleagues that have also joined the program, and attend to any questions that you may have. Wow, I'm happy to see some of my alumni. Any questions, anything which came in the chat? Okay, so thank you, Nyakato. She has put in, I have seen Pauline, welcome. Pauline is a master trainer. We did the training together. She's from Kenya. I'm very excited to see you. If you are on my if you're on my WhatsApp, you can see somebody who was dancing in a very unique way. That is Pauline. So thank you, Pauline, for joining. And I look forward to collaborating. This is East Africa. We need to be able to work together to support businesses across. Yes. Any questions? Yes, I have a few questions. Many of these international claim trainings are designed for particular context. How relevant and appropriate would this be for the diverse Uganda context? What are the critical success factors in corrupt countries like Uganda? Wow. This is a tough question, but so I think I can start with myself. How have I been able to benefit from this training? Like I said, I became a trainer last year in 2023. I have been able to incorporate some of the things I learned within my business, if you know, my business is called Majestic Training Associates, and we are on a mission to equip and resource individuals, organizations, groups with personal development, because we think you cannot run businesses if you don't have a proper mindset for that business. So mindset change, personal development is critical for us, organizational development, and where organizational development, and that's where things to do with corruption and all that we need to be able to tackle, and then business development services, because at the end of the day, we want people to not just thrive, we want people to thrive, to not just be able to run business, but to be able to thrive. So in a corrupt country, like many of these is that the beauty with this program is it has a clear delivery channel, and there's opportunity to have redress of the system that is already clearly defined. So if, for example, you have a trainer or a master trainer who is not following the ethics or the ethos of the program, then you have opportunity to report this. But of course, when we're in Nigeria, people were giving a lot of examples that you go to business and say, I can do this for this, and they say 40% or 50% cut. And you're like, how am I going to implement this particular program if I have to give you back 50% of this? So yes, the issues of corruption is there, but we're really hoping that there are also people who are honest, who believe in growing, in making sure that business grow in a strong way. And I'm really happy for anyone else to add on to that. Of course, corruption is there, and we may not be able to do much, but at least we have a mechanism. And I thought I also explained the process, that we also make sure that we only onboard people whom we think will benefit from the program. So if I see you make an application, I do an interview with you, and I feel like this program may not be beneficial, then I would advise you to maybe try some other program. So that is already a process of trying to make sure that we are not just onboarding people into this program, people who are not bought in and people who cannot actually benefit from a particular program. So thank you so much for that question. Then what was the other question? What was the other question? Okay, thank you. So interesting. Can I have a package under Magistrate, and what will it cost? So yes, so so we already have the package. We actually, because we said it's a 10-day intensive, this program is 10-day intensive. Okay, it's 10-day or could be less, but it depends on the assessment, the needs assessment that we establish. If we say we can manage to run this program in 10 days, we shall do 10 days. If it's 9 days, we shall do, but it depends on the needs assessment that we do. So you can now see that we have a system of doing a needs, you apply, but then we do a needs assessment. So then we design a program, and then it will determine. But generally, it doesn't exceed 10 days. That's why I'm using the 10 days. So that should answer your, Peter. And so we have this program. There's residential, because we want people who perhaps may not be able to commute, and we have a very serene place that we have already identified. So residential will come at a cost. Then the non-residential, if you're within Kampala and you can commute for 10 days or 9 days, whatever the days will be, we also have a rate. So there is already a package that you will choose. And Nakato has actually shared a link. Tentative cost for the training program. So tentative cost for the training program, 3 million shillings for residential. So that covers the training fees. It covers the training materials, it covers the facilitators, it covers the meals, and it covers the accommodation. For those who can commute, non-resident, it will be 2.3. Yeah, so that is the cost. Deborah is saying, thank you so much, Joanne. This training can solve problems of business mortality in Uganda. You got it right, Deborah. That is indeed true. Other than being able to train others, can't this program help me in running my business? Fantastic. Yes, Josephine, it can. I do not know whether Joy is here, but I was just giving you a story of Joy, who went through my training. She was actually a potential entrepreneur. So, you know, when you're a potential entrepreneur, you're not yet an entrepreneur. So then after going through the generate your business idea, she farmed up her business idea. She started her business and she's running her business. And yesterday I was talking to her and she's like, those two books, GYB and SYB, they are always in my bag. I'm always consulting, and her business has grown. So yes, you can use it. And that's why I actually joined this training. I wanted to improve my business and then also help other business improve, because the nature of Majesty Training Associate is to help others. So I need to equip myself in order to be able to equip others. How are you linking the Enterprise Uganda? You seem to be in sync, talking the same language. Yes, we are talking the same language, we are in sync. So it's really more about collaborations. And for me, why I really love the SYB is its modular system, its materials. So I'm not going to be suffering developing slides here and there. Things are already developed, but then how do I then contextualize the information? Polling is appropriate for Kenya, maybe for South Sudan, because there are some small differences here and there. And so we are allowed to make sure that we domesticate the material. Secondly, I believe the real crisis of business in Uganda is financing and high interest rates. How are these tackled in the different modules that you have spoken about? So great question. Yeah, one of the challenges that we have as businesses, me inclusive, is sometimes I need money to do certain things. For example, I needed money to improve the productivity of how our business can present better. And I'm happy to report that last week I actually got a grant from Tony Elemelu Foundation. Tony Elemelu, if you know, is one of these entrepreneurs and chairman of the United Bank of Africa. So I got a grant to help me buy better computers, make sure that I digitize some of my aspects and all that. So once in a while, as business, we may need grants to invest in some things that we may not be able, and it's difficult. But another thing why we are not able to access financing is sometimes is that we are not able to, we don't have proper records. So when you go to the bank and say, I need a loan, they say, where is your record? You can not know how to cost your business well. You do not know how to forecast. Cash flow is an issue and all that. So the banks reject. So this business builds your capacity to have a solid business plan, which you can present to any institution or any investors any investor who might want to invest in you. So it gives you that skills to be able to do that. So yeah, so that's a great question. And then with that, you're able to access financing. Yes, I can see Nakato busy putting in her registration form. Thank you so much, Nakato, for doing that. Hello, Joanne. I see Maxwell Leadership certified team behind you does SYB training. Have a link with John Maxwell. So no link with John, with the John Maxwell team. But I also want to say, as one of the things that I told you, I am very keen about personal development. Person. So the Maxwell Leadership team gives me all the resources and tools. So for personal development, Maxwell Leadership team is where I run for. For business development, SYB is where I run for. For organizational development, I am so privileged that I work with fantastic organizations, including WaterAid, ActionAid, financial sector, depending, Makerere University, and all that. So all that has given me experience in organizational development to be able to run the different organizations that may need support. So you can see how the things are connected. I am around. Okay. Thank you, Joy. Joy, this will be a great thing. Like I said, many retirees, I was studying with many retirees. So you could actually take this as a great thing and integrate gender. I know you love things to do with gender. Yeah, then there's Fiona saying marketing is the biggest challenge in Uganda. How do you go about it? Yes. So one of the programs, one of the modules is improve your business, and one of the topics within improve your business is marketing. And so I've actually been invited by many businesses to just take them through marketing. How can we market better? Do we go digital? How do we do marketing right? So yeah, so marketing is also a critical component, and it's actually one of the things that many businesses struggle with. And so yes, so marketing is covered within in your business. But once we have this material, it's not that you need to go through the whole thing. If marketing is an issue, you can call upon a trainer or a master trainer like myself to help you just tackle that issue of marketing. I know it's a big time thing because it's something that I'm also trying to get hang of it in my business. I hope I have answered all the questions. If there's somebody who feels like they need to speak out, you can unmute and also ask your question. But I want to say we are actually doing very well with our time management. Any other questions? Nyakato, just let me know. Have I answered all questions? Because we need to make sure. Yeah, so I am really looking for opportunities to partner with other organizations, like you said. It can be an individual, it can be a company, it can be a business, it can be even a not-for-profit, because we know so many not-for-profits are helping businesses, are helping, for example, in the refugee space now, so that refugees can do some enterprises that can help their livelihood. So we can partner together so that we help these refugees or we help those businesses. So the opportunities are enormous for individuals, for organizations, for companies, anyone who cares about making sure that business is done right and people are employed right and that they have the skills to actually run their business profitably, but also impactfully. So it's not just about making profits here and there, but it's also making sure that there's impact for the kind of training or what. Any other questions? So I'm really feeling happy that I've been able to share what I learned, in addition to learning how to dance some of those Nigerian dances, because that's where the international train of master trainers happened in Abuja. Very beautiful place, great network infrastructure. Power though is the issue, but I guess I know one day they will get there. But great. Yeah, I'm happy that I've been able to share this information, and I hope that we can partner as an individual or as an organization that we can actually support businesses. Okay. Yeah, so if you want anything, Max, from the Maxwell leadership team, also ask me, because we can even start from a personality assessment and see what kind of personality are you, what are your growth areas, how do you communicate, how do you behave, how do you work. You know, people don't know how to work with others very well, so the Maxwell leadership team can sort you out on that one. So it's all around. I just want to make sure that when we are talking business, we're also talking about the person, we're talking about the organization, we're talking about the business, so that it's a complete cycle. All aspects are addressed. And that's why I have that flyer. That my background is Maxwell, the leadership team. We don't miss that. We need a lot of mindset change, all of us. Thanks a lot. Very insightful. Thank you so much, Arthur, for those wonderful questions. Yes. Any other question? Okay. If there is no other, I can, I think, conclude. I need to put on my last slide. And just to say thank you. It's been a great pleasure to have you on this call on the 27th of December. I really value the time that you're putting. You could have been elsewhere, but you decided to join and listen to this particular talk. We really hope that you've been able to gain and learn more about the Start and Improve Your Business program. Like we said, it's one of the largest business management training programs that ILO started as one of their products. Like we said, it's about decent work, and they felt like, how can we create decent work? And so they came up with these training programs, and people like me are like franchise, if you like, and helping the international organization improve on private sector development, improve on economic growth, employment opportunities. This is going to definitely employ me and also employ others. We are not all able to go to Turin, where the international center is, International Training Center is in Italy, but we can also do great stuff here within our countries. We can collaborate and make sure we run great businesses, sustainable businesses, profitable businesses, clean businesses, maybe corrupt-free businesses. But yeah, let us really collaborate and we see how we can work together. So that was my final slide, unless there's anything else. What was the slide there? I was talking about my final slide, but I'm not sure whether the final slide was there. Was it there? But it's here. It's here. So,
No.
yes, so but it's there. The slide is there. It's call to action. Many times we stay on the fences. Is this a good program for me and all that? If it's not a good program for you, we shall find out through the needs, the trading needs assessment. So we go through that process. I can see a lot of chats coming. I hope they are for thank you. Yes, great friend of mine. She's saying thank you so much. Very insightful. Well done. Thank you, John, for this. I am happy and proud to identify with you. Thank you, Deborah. Rita, thanks for sharing. Harriet, thank you. Very informative. Thanks. Yes, so if there is, if you feel this, I should present this somewhere else, if you have an organization or people, key decision makers who may need to listen to this, I'm happy to come to your organization and organization or company to actually do a similar thing. Yeah, we need, whether it may even be 2-3 minutes. When we're in Nigeria, a governor of one of the largest states in Nigeria gave our master trainer developer 3 minutes to talk about SYB. So we are ready. Yeah, beautiful insight. So yeah, so we really look forward. We have announced this program early in time, so please save. If you are going to spend all the money, put some money aside, because you know, come March, you need to participate in this transformative program. Yeah. Back to the festive mood. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry I pulled you out from the festive mood, but you can go back to it. So yeah, so that should be fine. And yes, that is it. We are 3 minutes to the hour, and I will just be here quiet, waiting for anyone who may have a question here and there. Then at the top of the hour, just sign off. But I just want to say thank you. I'm so happy to see my fellow master trainers from Kenya, from Nigeria, also joining that solidarity. Thank you so much. And my friends, even my alumni from the Irish Aid, I can see Norman there. Thank you so much for joining. I don't even know how you got to know about this, but yeah, but thank you for